Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to solve a few examples on finding inverse of a matrix. Now, you will wonder what is new in that. I mean, you have already found out inverse of matrix before this as well. But in today's class, we are going to take the help of the row echelon form in order to find the inverse. Now you might remember in the yesterday's class we have already proved that a matrix is invertible if and only if its echelon form is invertible. We are going to take the help of that result and we are going to find the inverse of the matrix. Then what we are waiting for? Let's begin. So as you can see here, if A is an invertible square matrix of order n, now whenever we say a invertible matrix, then it is a square matrix only. Then to find the inverse of it, what actually we will do is we will perform or find elementary row operations that reduces A to the identity matrix. Now the notation used for identity matrix is In, so that n represents the order of the matrix, and we will perform the same elementary row operations on In to get what? A inverse. So the idea and the logic is very simple. Whatever the matrix is given to us, first of all we will perform the elementary row operations and we will reduce that matrix to the identity matrix, and the same elementary row operations we will perform on the identity matrix, and then we will get what? A inverse. Now the question is how to proceed. That is exactly what I have written here. So we will consider such type of a matrix, and I will give one vertical line that separates A and the identity matrix. So I will perform elementary row operations on this A, we will reduce it to In, and then we will perform same elementary row operations on this In, and we will reduce it to a matrix, and that matrix will be actually nothing but what? A inverse. Now calculation is a very important thing in such type of example, so a lot of practice will be required, and I suggest to you that you take your own examples and try to find the inverse of that matrix. So today we are not going to go for much examples because such type of examples you are already familiar with, I think from 11th standard only. So now we will just see few examples. Okay, then let us start with the first example. So over here you can see that a 2 by 2 matrix is given to us, and the question is asked to find the inverse provided it if it exists. So it may happen that the inverse of some matrices may not exist. So the question is how to decide that, and that I will tell you while discussing these examples. So let us consider, as I already told you, we are going to consider A and identity matrix over here. In this case I2, because order of A is 2. Now I will put the value of A. So this is equal to, our A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is nothing but I2. So 1, 0, 0, 1. Now our job is to reduce this to identity matrix. So first of all we will reduce it to echelon form, and then we will think of how to reduce it to identity matrix. Now the row operation is simple. So which row operation we will perform? That is R2 minus thrice R1. So this will be equivalent to, so we will get this matrix. Now you can see that it is in echelon form already. Now let us try to reduce it to identity matrix, but you can see that in identity matrix this entry is 1. So let us make it as 1 first of all. Yes, now you can see that only one entry is left out. If we convert that entry to 0, then this will be reduced to the identity matrix, and that entry is nothing but 2. So in order to make this 2 as 0, we will take the help of this 1. So which operation to perform then? So we will say on R1 we need to perform R1 minus twice R2, so that this 2 will become 0, and note that this entry will be unchanged, means it will be 1 only, and that is the important thing to note. So whatever operation you are performing, this entry should not convert to the entry, let us say 2, 3 or 4 or half, anything, because we want that entry to be 1, because in the identity matrix the diagonal entries are always 1. So this will be, so this is what we will get. And so our A inverse is nothing but what, therefore we can say that A inverse is equal to this, minus 2, 1, 3 by 2 and minus half. Now in this case, now the question is how to decide whether the matrix is invertible or not. If on this side, means here, if you are not able to get the identity matrix, I mean in some examples it is possible that while trying to reduce this to identity matrix we may not get identity matrix, then in that case we will decide that this matrix, given matrix, is not invertible. Now let us move towards the next example. Now let us see the next example. Now in this example you can see that our matrix A is of order 3, therefore what we are going to consider, AI3, right? So I will say consider, which is equal to, simply put the value of, now can you guess the first operation? Now we have to make this entry and this entry as 0, because first of all we will convert it to echelon form. So we will say on R2 we will perform R2 minus twice R1, and on R3 we will perform R3 minus R1. So we will get this matrix. Now again we will take the help of this 1 and we will make this minus 2 as 0. So okay, so we will get this matrix. Now you can see that it is already in echelon form. So now what are the entries that are left which we have to make 0? That is 2, 3 and minus 3. So first of all what we will do is we will make this 2 as 0, then we will make this 3, and then at last we will make this minus 3 as 0. Yes, so in order to make this 2 as 0, can you gauge the operation? We will take the help of this one, right? So the operation that we will perform is R1 minus twice R2. Okay, now we will make this 9 as 0. Now in order to make this 9 as 0, we will take the help of this 1. Okay, but make sure that this 0 and this 1 should not be changed. I mean they should be 1 and 0 only. So we should be very careful while doing the calculations. Yes, now only one entry is left out which we have to make it as 0. Can you guess which is that? And that is nothing but what? Minus 3. So again we will take the help of what? This 1 in order to make that minus 3 as 0. So can you guess the operation? So on R2 we will perform R2 plus thrice R3. So this will be equivalent to, so this is what we get. Now you can see that this is reduced to identity matrix, and therefore the inverse is nothing but what? Therefore A inverse in this case is 50 minus 20 minus 9 minus 17, 7, 3, minus 5, 2 and 1. Now we will move towards last example. So let us begin now. So as this is a matrix of order 3 once again, so we will consider AI3. Now we will reduce this A to echelon form. So first of all we will perform the operations R2 minus twice R1 and R3 minus R1. So this will be equivalent to, now we will make this entry as 0. So I will perform on R3 plus twice R2. Now as we can notice here that we are not able to reduce this matrix to identity matrix, because this entry is coming out to be 0 in this case. So it is not possible for us to find inverse of this matrix, and there is one more way to check. You can find the determinant and you can see that the determinant of the given matrix is 0. Thus this matrix is not invertible. Or the other way around is, see, simply this matrix A. By observing this matrix, you can see that it is not possible for us to reduce it to identity matrix, because this matrix over here is 0. So thus we can say that A inverse does not exist. So this is how you tackle with the examples. So if you are not able to reduce it, then you can directly say that A inverse does not exist. Therefore, A inverse does not exist. So that's all about examples on this topic. So we'll meet next time. Thank you. Have a good day.